You've been told your whole life that if you want protein, you need eggs. Scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, omelets. Everyone repeats the same advice. But what if the real muscle supporting powerhouse isn't sitting in your fridge, but hiding right in your pantry? Something so tiny that most people overlook it entirely. Hi, I'm Dr. Thomas Reed, and just like always, the doctor you're seeing on screen is a digital version of me created purely to simplify production. But the science, the research, and the advice you're about to hear come straight from me, the real Dr. Reed. Today you're going to discover something that honestly surprised me when I first learned it. 3 tiny seeds, yes, seeds, can outperform eggs in protein density, offer better digestion, support brain and bone health, and give seniors a smarter, safer way to nourish aging muscles. And the best part: they're affordable, shelf-stable, and ridiculously easy to add to your meals without changing your routine. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which seeds contain more protein than eggs, why your body needs more protein now than it did 20 years ago, how to prepare these seeds properly so they support muscle growth rather than cause digestive discomfort, and the simplest ways to include them in foods you're already eating. No complex recipes, no expensive supplements, just real food that works with your body instead of against it. Let me start with something most doctors never tell you. After age 40, you begin losing about 1% of your muscle mass every single year. It doesn't feel like much at first. You might notice that carrying groceries feels a little heavier, or getting up from a chair takes a bit more effort. But decade after decade, that slow decline adds up. By the time you hit 70, this loss accelerates. And by 80, up to half of older adults experience significant muscle weakness that affects balance, mobility, and here's the catch, and this is the part nobody talks about. You can slow or even reverse much of this muscle loss with one strategic move, increasing your protein intake. But as you age, your body doesn't process protein the same way it used to. Scientists call this anabolic resistance, which basically means your muscles have become less responsive. The same amount of protein that once supported muscle growth isn't enough anymore. Your body needs more protein to do the same job it did effortlessly at age 30. This is where most seniors unintentionally fall behind. The standard nutrition label suggests 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, but newer research shows seniors often need 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram. For a 150-pound adult, that's not 54 grams, it's closer to 82 grams a day. That's a big jump. And eggs alone won't get you there without adding cholesterol and saturated fats. But seeds, they can. And they do it better than almost any common breakfast food. Let's talk about the first superstar, hemp seeds. When I first learned that 1 ounce, just 3 tablespoons, contains nearly 9 grams of complete protein, my reaction was the same as yours probably is right now. How is that possible? How can something so tiny contain 50% more protein than an egg? It almost didn't seem real until I dug into the research and spoke with nutrition experts specializing in senior metabolism. Not only do hemp seeds offer more protein per ounce than eggs, but they're one of the rare plant foods that contain all 9 essential amino acids in the right balance. That means your body can use the protein efficiently for muscle repair and energy. And here's the real kicker: your body can digest and use about 85 to 90% of the protein in hemp seeds. That's almost identical to eggs, which clock in at 91%. In other words, you're not just getting more protein, you're getting protein your body can actually use. The second powerhouse is pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. These green gems offer around 8.6 grams of protein per ounce and come with a nutritional bonus most seniors desperately need: magnesium. Up to 70% of older adults don't get enough magnesium, and the symptoms sneak up quietly: poor sleep, muscle cramps, anxiety, fatigue, and even higher fraction. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium. Meanwhile, an egg offers only around 6%. If you're trying to keep your bones strong, your sleep steady, and your muscles performing well, pumpkin seeds are a simple, natural solution. And then we have sunflower seeds. About 7 grams of protein per ounce, still more than eggs, but their real gift is vitamin E. Just 1 ounce gives you nearly half of what you need for the entire day. Vitamin E protects your cells from oxidative stress, supports your immune system, and helps maintain skin and brain health. As we age, protecting our cells becomes more important than ever, and sunflower seeds offer an easy way to give your body exactly what it needs. Now, let's look at something most people overlook: fiber. Eggs have zero fiber, not even a trace. Seeds, on the other hand, bring anywhere from 2 to 11 grams per ounce. This matters more than you think, because digestive issues affect up to 40% of older adults. Fiber helps regulate bowel movements, control blood sugar, feed healthy gut bacteria, and even reduce inflammation. Then there's fat quality. Eggs contain healthy nutrients, no doubt, but they also contain around 186 milligrams of cholesterol each. Seeds contain zero cholesterol and are rich in heart health. Hemp seeds in particular have a near-perfect ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. These fatty acids help reduce inflammation, support the heart, and protect the brain. If you've ever worried about cognitive decline, memory issues, or brain fog, this matters more than you think. And here's something practical most people forget: shelf life. Eggs last 3 to 5 weeks in the fridge. Seeds, stored properly, they can last 2 to 4 years. This is a huge advantage for seniors who shop less frequently or want to cut down on food waste. Buy them once, store them, and they're ready when you need them. But let me address a common issue I see all the time. People often eat seeds straight from the bag and then complain about stomach discomfort. And I understand why. It happens because seeds contain natural compounds called phytates, which can cause digestive issues and reduce nutrient absorption. The good news: you can reduce these compounds by up to 90% with simple preparation techniques like soaking or sprouting. Soaking chia seeds for 20 to 30 minutes softens them and creates a gel that's incredibly easy to digest. Pumpkin and sunflower seeds benefit from an 8-hour soak. Just cover them with water. Add a pinch of salt, let them sit, rinse them, and they're ready. Soaking makes them plumper, softer, and easier on sensitive stomachs. Grinding seeds is another great option, especially for seniors who struggle with chewing or have dental issues. A small coffee grinder dedicated to seeds works wonders. Grind flax, chia, or sunflower seeds into a fine powder and mix them into oatmeal, yogurt, or soups. Sprouting is like taking nutrition up a level. After soaking, rinse the seeds twice a day until little tails form. That's when the seeds' nutrients unlock even more. Sprouts are easier to digest and richer in vitamins. Cost is another area where seeds quietly win. Egg prices fluctuate constantly, especially after avian flu outbreaks, but seeds remain stable and often cheaper per gram of protein. Eggs cost around 5 to 6 cents per gram of protein. Sunflower seeds, around 3. Pumpkin seeds, about 4.3 cents. Even hemp seeds, considered premium, beat eggs at around 4.5 cents per gram. And because seeds last for years, you waste far less food. Most people think incorporating seeds into meals requires special recipes, but seeds are what I call sprinkle and go nutrition. Stir hemp seeds into oatmeal or mashed potatoes. Add chia seeds to yogurt. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds on salads. Mix ground seeds into soups or sauces. You can also make seed coatings for chicken or fish. Just crush pumpkin or sunflower seeds with garlic powder and herbs, press onto the protein, and bake. It's crunchy, flavorful, and incredibly nutritious. Let's talk safety quickly. For decades, doctors told patients with diverticulitis to avoid seeds, but recent research has flipped that advice. Seeds may actually reduce the risk by providing helpful fiber. Of course, if you have severe digestive issues, start slow, 1 teaspoon of ground seeds, then gradually increase. If you're on blood thinners, let your doctor know if you begin eating seeds regularly. And if swallowing is difficult, avoid whole seeds and use ground ones instead. For people who dislike seeds getting stuck in their teeth, simply grind them. For those who experience heaviness in the stomach, reduce portions and drink plenty of water, especially with chia seeds, which absorb liquid. Seeds are also flavor-friendly. If you don't like the taste, mix them into strong, flavored foods like smoothies, pasta sauces, or even scrambled eggs. Yes, you can combine seeds with eggs, there's no rule against it. The simplest way to build a seed habit is my rule of one. Choose one seed for 1 week. Add it to one meal a day. Build from there. In your first week, start with hemp seeds. Add a teaspoon to your breakfast. In week 2, add seeds to lunch or dinner. Week 3, try soaking or grinding. Week 4, expand your variety. By the end of the month, you'll have a seed routine that feels effortless. What I love most about seeds isn't just the protein, it's the synergy. Seeds support digestion, stabilize blood sugar, boost brain health, strengthen bones, and improve energy. They're one of the few foods that give you protein, fiber, healthy fats, minerals, and antioxidants in one tiny package. Blue zone populations, areas known for longevity, regularly consume seeds and nuts as part of their normal daily diet. They don't obsess over diets. They simply prioritize whole, nutrient-dense foods consistently, and that's exactly what seeds offer: simple, sustainable nourishment. So here's your action plan. Tomorrow morning, add 1 teaspoon of hemp seeds to your usual breakfast. Don't change anything else. Do this for a week. Pay attention to how you feel: more energy, better digestion, fewer cravings. Then expand slowly. Before long, you'll notice improvements in muscle strength, digestion, and overall vitality. Remember, aging does not mean declining. It means adapting. And one of the smartest, simplest adaptations you can make is adding these remarkable seeds to your meals. They're tiny, yes, but don't underestimate them. These seeds support your muscles, your bones, your brain, your heart, and your independence. Yes, your body has carried you through decades of experiences. Now it's time to give it the concentrated, effortless nutrition it deserves, one sprinkle at a time. Here's to your strength, your health, and your future. And here's to the tiny seeds that help get you there.